Four games so far, all sort of reasonably close, no great fireworks. Is sort of steady when you come into a club the best way, or practically steady the best way all the time?
Well, I thought Kavitsa was firework with that finish.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was. I thought that was an
And the
unbelievable.
Mari's goal was a
Yeah,
firework.
right now. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not all been sort of solid performances. No, I take your point. It's been good. We've built. That's what I wanted to do when I come in. You know, and it's about building performances from the back and then building confidence. And I think we've seen that. You know, the players have looked more confident in training now. The more confident in games and trusting each other and trusting what we're doing. And we look to go again on Boxing Day against what will be a very good team.
Certainly deserved a point against Portsmouth. Was that fair enough at the end, did you think?
Yeah, it was hard to sort of get the ball down and play with some flair. It was a very difficult game. I mean, Portsmouth played their part in that in terms of you know, the style they played in, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but it makes it tough. And what they've done, they really pushed us to see if we were weak, and we wasn't. We were very strong, and that really impressed me. Gives me loads of encouragement. But it was difficult to sort of get the ball down and play. It'll be a totally different game against Exeter. You know, they're a very good footballing team. Paul's played a lot of different shapes this season, and they're very flexible. So it'll be a different game, a different challenge, but one that we're prepared for. And you know, it'll be another big test to see where we are.
In terms of your football career, I think 4 separate spells at Exeter, so you have a very close affinity with the club, don't you?
Yeah. I've had some good times at Exeter. Obviously played there and come through the system in terms of coaching the centres, and it's a brilliant club. It's a really well run club, healthy club in terms of the people they have there, and obviously people like Steve Perriman and Paul Tisdale, Robbo played a big part in that.
And when it comes to opposing them then, would you have a better steer of what might work against them because you know the way Paul works and the way his teams are set up?
Yeah, I've played against Paul's teams a number of times, and but you know, it's changed since then. I think what you have to look at is their league position, and the league position doesn't lie. They've been on a great run. I think they've just slipped out of the playoffs, but you know, they're right where they want to be, and they've got a lot of good young players mixed with some experience at the back. So it's going to be a tough game. I'm not sure what they're going to do, and but you know, we will be prepared. You know, for different systems, and already ourselves we've played in some different styles, some different ways. So we'll pay respect to their strengths, and it's about away performance. An away performance has been, you know, solid and tight, you know, and taking our opportunity when it comes. And
just finally on Tisdale for the minute, what's the secret of his longevity at Exeter? Because I think Football League-wise, he's the longest-serving manager now.
Well, the first one he's done really well, so he's done great. I think the club is a sensible club, recognises this type of club it is and how it needs to run. And like I said, the names I mentioned earlier there, you know, they're top people. People like Steve Perriman, you know, you're not going to get a better, you know, director of football, if I think that's Steve's title. You're not going to get a better person to sort of lead it, and Tiz now is the second longest serving manager, as you say, and you know, it's I'm sure he's proud of that. So there's, you know, there's longevity there. They've been sensible, and I think they've got their rewards.
How are you injury wise for Boxing Day?
We're okay. It's always, you know, we've got a couple of sessions left, but we're okay. And you know, I must say that the sort of the fitness, we've done a lot of work. The players have put in a real lot of work since I've come in, and we've not come off it this week. And they've really committed. They've all committed to what we've put in front of them, and that's been really pleasing. So I'm hoping that we can, you know, see another improvement on Boxing Day, and I hope it's a really good game. And I always say that I hope it's a really, really good game. That they like to get the ball down and play, you know, and that's the style I want to play. You know, it's a style of football that I want to play, and I think that's where we need to try and head for after, you know, being nice and solid at the back.
One thing struck me on Saturday was how Matt Taylor would really organise the defence well and got in all the important tackles and headers that he needed to. You might say, well, that's that's a defender's job, but it was really noticeable to me that he missed nothing.
No, he was outstanding. And I think there was, I didn't say it the weekend about, you know, performances, but there were some outstanding performances throughout the team. I don't think we carried anybody, and that's the name of the game. You know, we can't carry anybody in the team, and Matt Taylor was magnificent. You know, Troy, the back four, because they had to withstand a lot of aerial threat, a lot of the ball being returned. You know, and you know Matt he's a very experienced player. He struggled with injury a little bit when I first come in, but now he's training every day. He's one that's, you know, joining in everything. This is what we're trying to push home, that, you know, whether you're, you know, in your 30s or whether you're 18, we want you to train, and everybody's done that. So there were some good performances. Matt is our captain. I've asked the players for leadership. That was one thing after the game. I said, look, you know, we need more leaders on the pitch, because if you change a system, you know, within the game, you want players to recognise and players to pull each other around. And, you know, younger players generally are not going to do that. So it's going to be down to the likes of Matt, you know, Troy, people like that, to look around, and Richards as well, to look around and make sure that we're always retaining our shape.
With the younger boys who don't have a lot of Football League experience, can you expect them to play 90 minutes Friday and 90 minutes on Sunday, or will there be a degree of management about that?
Nah, they can play every day. This is why the training, there's been such an intensity with the training, because that's what you need. You need to, you know, you need to train your body and your mind, you know, ready for competition, and that's whether that's, you know, 2 games in a week or 2 games in 3 days. These players should be able to do that, and that's what I want. I want them to be able to do. I'm sure they will be able to do that. I'm not looking at rotation. I'm just looking at, you know, we've got a small squad, so you know, the boys would be more than capable of doing that.
And just lastly for me, Rafa De Vita, I think am I right in saying that he's eligible to play on Boxing Day, but
Yeah.
at the moment his contract expires after that. So have you got a decision to make? Have you made one about what his future might hold?
I've had a couple of talks with Rafa, yeah. Some talks when I first came in, and some talks, you know, about a week ago. We're going to leave it till after the game. It's important to get the game out of the way, and then have a chat.
But you could register him on a non-contract basis, could you, after that, in terms of making him available for Sunday on that short-term basis?
Yeah, I'm sure we can.
Okay, thank you.
Matt Taylor spoke about Exeter being sort of a different type of test to Portsmouth. It's going to be a lot more sort of football on the deck, as it were. Is that something you have to prepare for?
Yes, definitely. Like, you know, so there'll still be a threat from set plays. You know, Exeter, you know, they've played with Bennett up front this season a couple of times, which I think has caught a few teams out. So, you know, we'll be well prepared, whether they, you know, hit up to Bennett or they want to play through us or round us, whatever. This is what the week's been about, and this is the preparation for the game. So, yeah, it's a totally different test. They will pass the ball, I'm sure, you know, of that. You know, and we'll have to try and, you know, control the movement of the ball, and break when we can. You know, I think that's just, you know, a general away performance for most teams. You know, it's about, you know, being tight and then trying to catch them out when the opportunity comes. But there will be set plays. You know, I think we could be a threat at set plays. Rest of this season, you know, we've got some big players, but you know, we'll be working at that as we go.
See, 2 games in 3 days. You say a lot of preparation on Exeter. Is there been preparation on Newport beforehand, or is that something that sort of happens after Friday? No,
you focus solely on this game, and as you confuse the players, and you know, it's clear messages. A lot of the stuff that, you know, we've been doing, we don't feel we've got to change at all in many ways. You know, because shape was the first thing I worked on when I came in, and I've liked that. I've really liked the sessions. I think we've got better and better, and I think it's important. It's an important part of the training, you know, and we'll be doing that again this morning.
Yeah, looking forward to pitting your wits against Paul. Obviously, you said on Saturday that you weren't going to dust off the cravat and so on, but pitting your wits against a good friend.
Yeah, I went to the post office this morning to try and pick up a parcel. I don't know if he sent me a present already, but no, I'm looking forward to going back. Yeah, it's, you know, like I say, good memories of being there. And I gave everything when I was there, and rightly so. So it's I just hope it's a really good game, and obviously I've been back before anyway. So it's I'm just concentrating on us and trying to make it a good Christmas for us.
and 2 games in 3 days, chance for 6 points in 3 days. That would be a good Christmas, wouldn't it?
Oh, that'd be an unbelievable Christmas.
Mm.
Yeah, I think most managers would like that. But it's going to be tough. You know, they're up the right end of the league, and you have to pay respect to that. They're up there, you know, and it's going to be a tough game for us. But I'm really liking what I'm seeing with our squad, every one of them. So, you know, I've got confidence that we can, you know, go there and put in a good performance.
That's another thing Matt said actually Saturday was that they started the season pretty badly and have gone on an excellent run since. And he was going to say that we have to use that as motivation. Is that something that you can sort of say, look, that they've had a sticky run, come out of it, and now they're 8th in the table?
He's right. That's right. It's like I was saying there about building performances. It's, you know, when you've hit a rough patch like we have, it's about on the training field. It's about you know, making sure that we're right on the training field, and then they can gain confidence from that, taking it into games. And then once you win 1 or 2, the confidence goes up, because clean sheets and then strikers scoring or midfielder chipping in or set play, it just builds confidence, and that's what football's about. It's about, and this is why, you know, I think Exeter are a good example, because, you know, as much as the bad run they was on, I don't think they would have panicked. You know, from knowing them, I don't think underneath, it would have hurt, but they wouldn't have panicked, because you know, when you've been in it a while, you know what works and doesn't work, and sometimes football does go in cycles.
Excellent.
Okay.
Cheers, Paul.
Thank you.